So you chose the brass pill. But it wasn't really a choice, was it? You already know what you have to do. Either way, to paraphrase Morpheus, this is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back.
So this is the Chill Pill puzzle by Elamite Prince. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Elamite, Elamite. I'm just gonna say Elamite Prince. What I will say is that the presentation is kind of cool in the sense that it's a chill pill. So we got a theme here. So inside this little, you have your Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I guess we only take our medicine Sunday through Wednesday. But you have a little medicine, what do you call that? Pill box that you can store your medicine in. It's just one big pill for Sunday through Wednesday. And so here you have the actual chill pill. It also comes with this little tool that is not explained what you do with this tool, but you do get this little prescription pad looking thing. Now I laminated, it doesn't come laminated, but you can see it is kind of cool. It says Elamite Prince Hospital. So we got a little theme here. Got Dr. Tom Denton. I'm not sure if he really is an MD or not here. So he could be. I mean, I'm a PhD and I'm solving puzzles on YouTube. So it could be that he really is an MD, but regardless, you can see that the prescription here, RX, is that 10 milligrams of no aggressive spinning. All spinning must be controlled. 50 milligrams of no excessive force required. Be gentle with this little thing. 300 milligrams of creative thinking. Those are the only rules. 70 milligrams of patience. And then you can see elamiteprince.com, so you can go to that website if you'd like to get one of these or see what else they offer. And then elamite3d@gmail.com if you want to email them. Certificate of authenticity. And again, I laminated this, it didn't come laminated. And then you can see it's actually on photo paper, it looks like. But this says PSS. Help find the 4-digit code. You may need it later. And so I'm going to disclose that just like the blue pill, I actually solved the brass pill already. And let me give you a little bit of background on why that is. Well, it's because I've had this since around last September, and I fidgeted with it for a long time and could not get it to do anything. And it's because I found out that there's something about this that is very unconventional. And that's that you have to freeze it to solve it. Yeah, when he told me that, because I had to ask him, what's with this? Is it broken? Am I doing something wrong? I needed a nudge, and when I got the nudge, I was a little bit upset. I kid you not, I was a little upset because it's like, I get that it's an abstract solve, and I don't want to spoil his other puzzles because I've only solved one of his other puzzles, and maybe I'll do that in another video. But they all seem to have these abstract solves. So after some reflection, I've kind of come to the conclusion that it's not bad. It's one of those things where I guess I should have, had I solved more of his puzzles, I think he has 3 at least, had I solved more of them, and had I thought about the fact that he has abstract solves with his puzzles, maybe I would have thought it through a little bit more. It all comes down to the name, the chill pill. Okay, so you chill it in the freezer, and that's why there's a little bit of frost forming on this pill, because I had it in the freezer. And lest that it thaw out and I not be able to solve it for you guys, what it does is there's actually some oil in one of these, I think it's this one, and so that freezes and allows us to actually unscrew this. All right, and so maybe what I'll do is I'll go back and when this thaws out, and I'll do it to where it's not frozen anymore, and then I'll show you how it spins and spins and spins and you can't get anything out. So then what happens is you now have both of these sides. This one is just the female part. There's really nothing else that happens with this. So I'll set that aside. I'm gonna try to keep it cold and hurry this up, because in order to reset it, it still needs to be frozen, which is a little annoying in my opinion, because if you solve this, you take your time to solve this part, which he didn't give me a nudge for, then you have to refreeze this in order to put it back. So hopefully I'll get it done before that happens. But anyway, that's where this tool comes in. And this tool you actually you screw onto the top here. And what that does is it allows you to actually manipulate this little part here. And so you can see it comes up here. And actually, when this is on, I actually got this to here and was able to actually get around here. And I was getting annoyed because I couldn't get to go any further. So there's like, there's a little ball bearing it comes out in there. And so if you go like, if you have it shake it like that, you can actually get the ball bearing to go inside of this device here. And that allows you to actually push it down like that. So that ball bearing actually, I think, came out. You got to get that to where the ball bearing is inside, and then you can manipulate this. I swear I solved this, guys. It's just, I think I was still reeling from, oh, let's look at that's gonna be thawed out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go put this in the freezer so that this is ready to redo when I'm done. Yeah, all right, I'm back. Yeah, that makes solving the puzzle a little bit awkward because you gotta make sure that it doesn't thaw out, or else you're not gonna be able to reset it quickly. And I am not gonna be staying up all night for that. So while that's freezing, let's see if we can resolve this part here. So that ball bearing drops into the core. So I have to remember how I do that. See if I can get it back out first. Okay, there it is. So I can see that there. Let's see if you guys can see that right there. All right, so it went back in now, and so I can push it down. And so, all right, there it goes. Okay, you got to keep in this orientation. So basically now there's like a little bit of a mini maze or something we got to get past to get this out. Okay, so you have to have it upside down in this direction for it to sink in. And then you can turn it when it goes at the bottom, and then you can pull it back up. So you can turn it, that goes all the way up, turn it again, it goes at the bottom, then midway. And then I'm having trouble kind of maneuvering it from here, so let me remember. Okay, so that took a little effort to get out, I think for a couple of reasons. I think these screws are actually somewhat loose. So basically the ball needs to go into this little hole right here, and that takes it out of this middle track. So basically the ball, when it's out, stays there and keeps you from pulling it anywhere, any which way. Once it goes in there, it retracts far enough in to where you can actually manipulate, turn this halfway, and then pull it out through these tracks here. So it's not really a maze per se, it's just one little kind of swift turn. Here we have the number here, which I'm probably gonna blur out in the edit of the video or not show, because I don't know if that's gonna feed into additional puzzles afterwards. It's a little smeared, so I did take a picture of it because it's written like with a Sharpie, and I have a feeling that with too many solves and turns and such, it's gonna wipe off. Regardless, I don't know what it means yet, and nobody has told me what it means, but I'm just gonna reset this really quick, and then we'll have a chat about it. A little bit irritating. These screws seem to be getting caught, and they wiggle like they're not fixed in there. So it's like I don't know how much I'm supposed to have them out or in to get it to go back into the puzzle. But they've come loose enough to, there we go. So I can feel it wanting to go in, but I'm scared because, see, it's not easily coming in and out, which is a bit of a design flaw because, okay, now it's a little bit easier, but it's like, as you saw before, I knew it was supposed to come out, but I couldn't get it out. And so that could lead somebody to believe that the puzzle's broken or something. But anyway, all right, hopefully this is frozen enough to screw back onto the puzzle. It is. There's a little bit of spinning. All right, there we go. All right, so it's back on. So basically, I'm just going to turn it this way because I don't want to have to put it back in the freezer to reset it again. Basically, that's kind of where I was the whole time as I was trying to solve this, is that if it's not frozen, then it doesn't have enough grip. So it's just going to spin and spin and spin because I guess that oil holds that mechanism from spinning. So anyway, that's the way that this chill pill puzzle works, and it's very cool when I hold it this way, is that you have to freeze it, and that's really the mechanism, the unique mechanism by which it works. After that, the solve is minimal, and so there's really not a lot to it after that. So this was around $200. Now, I think I got it for cheaper, and so I'll have to go back and look at my records because I got it early on, so I think I got it for cheaper. I think it's going now for somewhere around $180, $200, something like that. I gotta say that when I have the choice between the brass pill and the blue pill, it's the blue pill for me all day long. For a couple reasons. They're both in a way, I guess, you know what? This one really isn't sequential discovery, not technically, because this is a tool, but you don't find it. It comes with the box. It doesn't even fit in the box. And that's another design flaw that I would say, is that this should at least fit in the box with the pill, but it doesn't. It comes outside the box, and so you're sitting there thinking, well, what is this for? Not just sequential discovery, because after that, there's really nothing, there's no tools to find. At that point, it's just really a take-apart puzzle with a unique mechanism that is outside the box. Now, to be fair, it does say in here, creative thinking. So I guess had we sat there and looked at that and thought, well, what should I do that's creative? I just never really would have thought to put it in the freezer per se. I needed that nudge because no matter what I did, I could not get it to work. That type of solve is not really my preference. I only have one of his other puzzles. The third one I just knew about because I had read about it from other people and such. And they all have these outside the box solves. So I've got to be fair that to some people, this is going to be brilliant. And it indeed is a unique mechanism. It's just not the type of thing that I go for in a puzzle. I don't like to struggle with a puzzle only to find out that, because I don't want to have to take every puzzle I own and put it in the refrigerator or the freezer just to kind of know whether or not that's one of, there are just certain moves that not everybody likes. Like, I don't like spinning puzzles. I don't like when you have to spin the puzzle. I don't like when you have to bang on a puzzle. And so that being said, this just wasn't for me, so I choose the blue pill. However, you chose the brass pill. So you have to stay in Wonderland. But unfortunately, this rabbit hole doesn't go as deep as I would have liked. So, if you want to click on the link in the description below or at the end of the video, you can take a look at the blue pill and see where that takes you. If you would like to purchase this puzzle, then I will leave a link to where I bought it in the description below. If you could please remember to like and leave a comment as to which pill you chose first and why. And if you're not already a subscriber, if you could please subscribe and ring that bell so you get notifications when I put up new videos. And the algorithm on YouTube has been a little wonky lately, so if you could please click through to another one of my videos at the end of this one, that will really help. I appreciate you guys. So if you choose not to grab this puzzle, or you can't, then I hope you enjoyed solving it through my eyes. And until next time, goodbye for now.